Okay, so this is going to YouTube. And we should be live in a moment. Power left. Great. And YouTube. Hello, everyone. Be patient with us. We're trying to fix some tech problems. Okay, yeah, this is not liking.
You could have got a better thumbnail. It's sitting there on my.
Wake up! Wake up! Okay, so that's actually working. Well, that'll actually update. That won't sit solid on that one. At least I don't think it will. Okay, I'll share it to Facebook, and because we're not dual streaming here on this setup. I'm not even sure if I can. Maybe. I'm almost afraid. Broadcast to Facebook page. You need to grant a few permission. Oh, okay, I'll have to do that. Can't do that live. That's okay. So publish, bang, bang, paste. Continue. Hey, Brick One Productions. Welcome to my late stream. The unintended late stream.
Yeah.
And I'm just sharing this around. So one, and we'll share it to our Lego group if I can find it. It's very, there it is, the Lego Club. And you know what? We'll share it to the Mega Club. I should rename it to the Mega Club. Because you know what? I can't find it. It's such a long name that it doesn't show up half the time.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, it's like I'm looking all the way down. Where is it? If I put the flag in the front, it won't show up for a lot of people on mobile for some reason. Look at this. Mega. See, it's not showing there. I'm afraid. Canada. Look, see, it's not showing there. But if I do Mega Block.
That Facebook search engine's it's
garbage. It's trash. All right. That's the best I can do. So, you've got stuff to show for once.
I do.
Well, I'm very willing to give you a full screen. If you, how many things you got?
I've got 3 boxes. One's definitely not going on the table.
Yeah, but you can always redirect your camera a bit, right?
Yeah. Well, we'll start at the smallest one.
All right. So how about you do one, I do one?
Sounds like a plan. Here, let's see if I can.
And let's give you, let's see. Nope. If I swap this around now. Nope. Oh, I do it here. Oh, look at that. I'm learning. All right. Let's see what you got.
So this was one of my Black Friday purchases. It only took about 2.5 weeks to get here.
You had a brutal time with Black Friday.
Oh, it took forever.
Everything was taking forever for you. I mean, I was upset with FedEx and Lego, but I took 4 or 5 extra days. But
yeah,
I wasn't having the same kind of issues you. I mean, I was having issues with stuff coming across the border.
Yeah, you know what? I'm totally understanding of the freight companies because I know it's rough right now for them, but yeah, it took a lot longer than I was expecting, that's for sure. So I got
Wow, nice. That was on sale, right?
that was 15% off, I think.
That's okay. That's okay.
So
You can't believe how much my wife has of that stuff right now. She built one set, and like it had tracks, and where we wanted to put it, it's like, well, if I put those tracks there, your next set that has tracks, we're not going to be able to put there too. So
yeah,
we had to make a choice. Okay,
So,
that's
yeah.
wicked.
That's something new for me.
I wish I had the space to lay that out.
Yeah.
So what's the plan?
That will be for next Christmas.
Oh,
Christmas.
like under the tree kind of thing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Hey, Tanya, welcome to the stream. And I saw you in the Facebook Lego group. Oh, wicked. Brick One has been patient. He's hung around. So we got Tanya and Brick One hanging around. Me and Ryan both had technical issues. So I feel really bad about this, but last week, and especially since last week's episode was the first one in 2 or 3 weeks, I forgot to open something. It's like, yeah, it's,
the one you found in your drawer.
The one I found in the drawer. And as you can see, I still haven't opened it. And this was a pretty good deal. Someone from the group. Oh, thanks for the subscribe there, Tanya. I actually got a notification for that, so we don't get a little pop-up when I use this software, but not like my regular streaming setup, which I definitely got to get back to. This stuff's okay for you and me, but when I want to do the other stuff, I mean, that one rocks. Let's say, oh, this is open now. That's okay. So someone was in the group, was selling these sets. I already have the core set this comes from, but when I saw an opportunity, let's see. Oh, sweet. Okay. And do I know? So Paul Krebs, and that would be from Lego Collectors Canada. He was listing the Wizard of Oz figures from the CMF series from 1 or 2 series back, and he had all 4. So he had the Tin Man, the Lion, Dorothy, and
Scarecrow.
Yeah, Scarecrow. That's it. So that's wicked. I got all 4 of those. But I already had the complete series, but it's nice to just have the separate set. And I know a lot of people were charging a lot because, frankly, I think from that series, this was the best one anyway, right? Was to get these. I couldn't tell you what series it is without opening one of these.
The original.
Hey, Chris Murray is back. Hey, Chris. Yeah, we're doing well, but we're just, both me and Ryan are having technical difficulties tonight. So
we just finished watching the original Wizard of Oz movie. It came on Netflix. That was the first time the kids watching it. So
oh wow,
they'd get a kick out of the figs, that's for sure.
All right, I'll probably build these up afterwards. Definitely building them up. Let's see. Awesome, we got people dropping by. Welcome everyone. Come say hi. Don't be shy. So that's my small first one, and then I'll have story time for some of the other ones there. So you want to open one up?
Oh, where's my other one?
There, I switched you out. And so Chris, while you're playing with the box, so Chris says he's making a nice display with the Wizard of Oz figs. Small shadow box or something. You know what? I don't do the shadow boxes only because I got nowhere to hang stuff up on my walls. Not a lot of bare walls left. Got a lot of this and the displays going on. And if you saw the plumbing problem that started all this nonsense, putting any nails in our walls, not a good idea.
Yeah. I got a small shadow box for my brick heads. So yeah, if you think of that as it's a shot glass shadow box. Works good for brick heads anyway. They fit just about perfect in there.
Uh-oh. Now we're being spammed. Hey Jazz, how you doing?
Uh-oh.
What?
Mr. Big Time.
Yo, Mr. 12 hours. Actually, Mr. 11 hours and 53 minutes.
Yeah.
He owes us 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll take 3.5.
What do we got in here?
I should send you the link, Jazz, just so we could see what you're wearing at this time of night, because it's 11:04. It's a little late.
So,
Mr. Tired.
I've never seen that before.
Whoa. Okay. So that came to you in an Amazon box. That didn't come from Amazon, though, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I think it did.
Really?
I think I clicked that it was a gift, so it would go in a separate.
And they did that?
And they did that.
No.
It's a gift for me.
Is that from Canadian Amazon or US Amazon?
Canadian.
Okay.
That's hilarious.
Okay, so you hang on here. Mr. I'm tired. Let's see. So I copy and
Yeah, Chris, I should save that gift wrap. I should just keep it and repurpose it.
Oh, I tell you, if you were my grandmother, you would. She kept everything. Okay, so now I got to get into Messenger properly. I assume you can still see me just fine.
Yep.
Okay, wow. Where's Jazz? Too many friends on this silly thing. No, seriously. All right. You got a link, Jazz. Eileen is stalking. Where's Eileen? Oh, good evening, Eileen. The best moderator out there when she's not being put in timeout.
Yeah.
Or was that Sarah? I can't remember. Jazz likes to punish his most loyal. That is something else. I mean, I tell you, that bag alone, if my grandmother was alive, she'd be all over that.
Yeah. So,
I still can't. Oh, okay. Well, that makes all the sense now.
Oh, makes sense. So, first train set.
Oh, nice. And it's powered up.
That's powered up.
With the modern power up.
Yeah.
All right. So let's. Hey.
What's going on?
Oh, look at that. He's in his pajamas. That's why he's not showing his face.
Yeah. I'm in my birthday suit. I'm in bed. I've hopped on 3 different streams already.
Really?
I've been busy. You can ask Eileen, man. I'm just like,
oh boy.
That's what I mean. I'm in stock. Hey Ryan, how's it going, man?
Hey, that's not too bad.
We were trained.
Yeah, nice. me and Ryan, we were really late tonight because we were both having huge technical difficulties. iOS was giving him problems, and Windows was giving me problems.
So what are you guys building?
Well, actually, we just do new bricks this week, so it's just showing off what came in or what we forgot to show last week. In my case,
cool.
Yeah.
You gonna build that, Ryan, for Christmas around the tree or what?
I don't. Not this year. I think it'll be a set aside and do it for next year. Right now, we've got a like it's just like a toy train we got around the tree, but we've had it for about 5 or 6 years, and some of the track pieces snapped last year. I tried to fix it, but now the train goes around, it derails every time it hits any of those spots. So I think it's time to put it to rest. And then I saw this 20% off on Amazon. I was like, well, why
Yeah.
not?
Now, to confirm, you're Brick Maniac 81, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
That's
oh man, I'm trying to keep track of everybody's YouTube names, but I think I got it down packed. Like, I would have felt stupid. You're like, no. I would have been like, oh, never mind. You don't know my YouTube name, Jazz? I'm never watching your streams again.
Yeah. Usually I catch your streams. I'm home, I'm making supper and doing dishes, and that's about when you're doing your live stream. So
Yeah, and then you guys do streams when I'm sleeping.
Yeah. Well,
So
we get home from work, we eat, and then we hide the ladies, and then by that time it's 9 or 10 o'clock. So
I did a Mando stream tonight. I did a spoiler stream. It was fun.
oh, don't tell us. Even though we watched,
No. I'm just saying, like, because
it was so good.
You can't talk on
Yeah.
streams,
It's
so
like,
I dedicated. Yeah,
I can't look at anything.
I just, you know what? I did a thumbnail. I did a title. It said spoilers, 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 and spoilers indeed. And it was fun. It was fun.
And I hope everyone who watches to the end of the credits.
Definitely.
Oh my God.
Now, without giving anything away, I won't even say the character's name.
Yeah. We don't need to.
Book. Now, do we think it is a book or do we think it's a series? Do we think it's a name of a series, like an animated or live action, or do we think it's a book?
I think they were just more on this mean it's like a story.
Yeah, I think it's going to be
Story, maybe.
His story and done live, you think?
That's what I'm leaning.
I don't know, because I know they want to pump out a lot of books next year too. Part of the press call was, books and comics and all this other stuff.
Well, I would be disappointed if they did all that and it's just books. I want to. I want a show, man.
Oh, I tell you, I mean, I don't know what I was more excited about, seeing the after credits or how they led into the credits. That was just something else. I'm gonna hate keeping my mouth quiet for a couple days till everyone gets up to speed on it.
Yeah, I had BFAB on. It was me, BFAB, solo brick builder. And we had a few people that hopped into the chat and were like, oh, you guys are talking about spoilers? And I'm like, well, didn't you read the title? and like, are you not reading the bar running across the bottom?
Oh,
so
I know a lot of people who were up at 3 a.m. because I think that's when it technically gets turned on.
Yeah, I'm not that hard.
And I mean, I don't know if you follow Star Wars Theory, but he was live streaming some video games and other stuff he was playing for hours, just waiting for it to come live. And he's sitting every once in a while clicking, is it live yet? Is it live yet? And then finally at 3 a.m., once it's live, then I guess he did a live thing where you can't hear it or see it, but he's commenting on the fly. And it's like, I don't know if I want to do that. I watch along, basically. So Brick One is asking, he's talking about the 501st battle packs. I'm guessing every Star Wars fan has picked one up. I mean, I have a couple of them floating around now. Eileen watched at 4 a.m. Wow. Dedicated.
You're talking about 10188?
The 501st battle pack.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Death Star. Sorry.
No. Oh, he was saying he missed out on it. Yeah. It's a little pricey now. I tell you though, watching today's episode, everything I'm watching, it's like, oh, there's the next set that's going to go up.
Yep.
I was looking like, oh, there's another one. People, with the focus on this ship and this and that, it's like, oh, that's going to go up. That's going to go up. We're going to see some spikes in a few more sets for sure.
Think of the UCS Slave 1 right now, if you have one of those sealed.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But I tell you, it's not that much bigger or better a build than the most current Slave
20th anniversary.
I think anyone who picks that up will be very happy as well.
I think those are going to sell out. I think they're going to have a hard time keeping those on the shelves.
Yeah. But now with no new episodes now it's going to be quiet till December next year, from what I hear, for Mando.
Yeah.
It's how fast can they rush something else to the screen?
Yeah. All right. I don't want to hold up your stream. You guys are going to be showing off some sets there. So
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna-
both got some more stuff. So
all
great
right,
to have
I'm
you drop
gonna-
by.
Thanks for popping in, Jazz.
Yeah, man. We'll talk to you guys soon.
You bet.
Cool. All right. Have a
Ciao.
good one. Ciao.
Ciao, man. Bye.
And then there were two. Oh, what's Chris saying here? Slave One's awesome display set. One of my faves. Top 5. Oh, yeah. But you know what? All
Another-
the Slave Ones have been pretty good. Except, well, I won't say except, but they that Jango Fett one is so ugly. I have it. I probably still have it built. It's so hideous.
Oh,
and
yeah.
so square. They definitely got a lot better with each new build.
Yeah. I saw a picture. Somebody took the UCS Slave One and did the color swap, made it Jango Fett Slave One. It looked pretty good.
Oh, really?
As Justice. I'm not sure who did it. I just saw it not too long ago.
Tanya's got a question here. New to Lego and got some brickheads. Where is a good place to store it? In my wife's cabinet.
Yeah.
She'll gladly build them for you, store it.
Huh.
She'll send you pictures.
See if I can.
She likes the brickheads. Huh? You popped out, dude. That's okay. His link will work. Okay, so honestly, where to store it? I mean, once you build them, just, if you don't have pets, you can put them on any shelf. And if you got pets, you're going to need something with glass. And he's back.
Sorry about that.
No sweat.
I was just going to show Tanya. I don't know if you can see that.
It's looking better here. Let me make it full screen. And we'll do this. That helps a little. And I'll take her comment off. And there's the screen.
There's where I keep my brickheads.
Actually, that's pretty cool. Is it slotted that way, or did you slot it?
It was all like that. So that's a shot glass display.
Oh, right.
So that'll hold 28 of them.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. Someone had posted in, I guess it was Lego Collectors Canada. They had what looked like every brickhead, including the rares, the SDCC. I didn't realize they'd made so many.
Well, apparently
Just so many.
apparently they're coming out with the 150th here. I heard something,
What?
and the rumor is the 150th is going to be a Star Wars one. But that's what I heard.
Wow. And it's funny because, they were backing off on them for a while.
Yeah, I thought it was over.
My daughter built my wife built, let's see if I can show this one off. And I want to get, let's see. Yeah, okay, so this one here, these Christmas ones, I don't even know if they're boxed as brickheads, but they're clearly brickheads, and we got Santa and Mrs. Claus behind. And you got the Nutcracker. There's so many seasonal ones.
Yeah.
I like them. I do. I like them. I think they're great sets. At first, I wasn't too into them, but then, you pick up a few and you start liking them. I got the Star Wars one somewhere. The one with the red soldier and I guess Kylo Ren with the mask.
Oh, okay.
I tell you, this is the one that I really think stands out. Statue of Liberty. It just looks really good.
Face looks better on it than the big one.
Yeah, no, yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
I tell you, it's funny. And if you take 3 pieces and move it from her butt or her feet and move it to her face, it improves the build 100%. Oh, Tanya, I tell you, it really does. It looks great. I can't remember if I got that discounted or not. Probably not, just because I knew I wanted it as soon as I saw it. And, parts in that color are always nice to have, even if I don't like the brickhead. Sand green. Oh, the Halloween ones. I tell you, Frankenstein, although I know everyone's crying about Frankenstein. Ooh, hang on.
Chris was saying you can get a baseball bat display from Michaels. That'd be an idea too.
Oh, yeah.
I think I went with the shot glass.
I like the picture Chris just sent me. He's got them on what looks like 2 shelves. Oh, no. That is the baseball tube, and he's got some on top. I don't have a good way. Oh, I do. Watch this. Let's see how smart I am. Put it over here. And no, wrong. Share screen. Share this screen. All right. So there's his. Wow, that's the baseball. Baseball tube. Baseball bat collector's box. I like that. Where do you get that? Michaels?
That was Michaels.
Problem with Michaels is it's crazy, right?
Yeah. But he's saying with a coupon it was $45.
That's the thing. You got to get on their mailing list and get those coupons. That's the only time to walk into Michaels. Wow. I tell you, that's good just for any, small sets or whatever. Because your clearances, let's see, I'm looking at some brickheads here. So let's say, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches.
I would think, yeah. So I think the shot glass display was like 3.5 or 4. So there's got to be at least 6 or
$80 list price at Michael's, but the coupon fix that. Wow. That is cool. Yeah. Okay, so you're going to have to put a couple nails up, but still, yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
That's a good solution to it. Front window opens up to put them in and okay, cool. I assume it just flips up or something. Piano hinge on it, maybe?
Yeah, I imagine.
All right. So all week I have been hunting down newest releases for Masters of the Universe. Because of course, I got Castle Grayskull and all the box sets and some of the figures that are loose, but basically every box set I've got. But now there's at least 2 coming into the market. One is a separate Panther with Skeletor, and I think it's got a flocked hairy surface on it, like velvet. And I can't find that in the store yet. But the other one popped up that I've been looking for. So I've been contacting Toys R Us, and of course, we're all locked down. Toronto, Scarborough, Mississauga. So I'm in the middle of those cities. All 3 of us, we're shut down. Nothing's open. Walmart's, everything else is, pick up at the curb kind of stuff. And if it's not on the website, Toys R Us can't help you, I find. I don't have a UPC. I don't have a SKU to give them. Calling them is pretty useless. They don't have time to run around. You're lucky if they pick up the phone just to answer it.
Yeah.
And I'm at work, and I said, I really since my workplace puts me on the far edge of the cities, and it's like of the second one over, and it's like, okay, I know one more city beyond that. There's no lockdown, virtually none. They're all having parties, right? Well, that's a little extreme. But so I calling everything within 60 kilometers of where I work, going that way towards you. And yeah, that would be a fun drive just to find bricks. That's not my farthest drive, though. Not the farthest drive for bricks.
Yeah.
I mean, that one to Quebec, that was something else. But so yeah, I called 4. The 2 closest ones weren't answering, and the 2 far ones were Hamilton or further. Which at that point you're talking, half a tank of gas or something round trip, and it's like, oh my god, it's stupid, right?
Yeah.
My wife, though, off this week, she calls, she gets through. She's a lot more patient than me, and we she gets through, and it's like, oh, awesome, she got through to both of them. So I basically set up a list, put it in my phone. I'm going to hit one after another until I get to the first one within 20 minutes of leaving work. Got what I was looking for.
Oh, cool.
So now, if you remember Masters of the Universe, this is going to bring back some memories. So let's see. I'm trying to figure out which of my cameras I'm using right now. So we got this, and I'm going to go to this. There we go. So we got Triclops, who's got like the spinning eye thing. I don't know if the figure does. I hope he does. And then you've got this battle ram vehicle that's supposed to split. And then you got, do they say who the other guy is with the extending neck? I don't remember. I didn't have Masters of the Universe as a kid.
Yeah, neither did I, tell you the truth.
So I'm literally reliving my childhood of the wish list stuff. And it's like, plus the scale is great compared to these big plastic, Mattel toys at the time.
Yeah.
And I mean, what's better, Mattel owns Mega Bloks. So it's like, it was so smart of them to bring this license back because they are just selling so well. And they're doing very well with their licenses. So that was my reason for technically breaking quarantine and going into a safe zone.
Yeah.
So don't judge me too harshly, because if I didn't, and if it didn't end up on the website come January, this would be on eBay and for 2 to 3 times what I paid, and it was $24.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and when I told my wife I was successful, I don't know if you can see it here. Let's see. There's the light. I crushed it right there, right in the car door. I'm on the phone with her. I'm getting in the car, letting her know I'm on my way home. I slam the door, and all I hear is, oh my God.
Back in to buy another.
Well, yeah, return. Yeah, I didn't like it the last 6 minutes I had it. Can I exchange this one? So you have one more to open, right? You got something else to show us?
Yeah.
Okay, so you show us one more. And what I will do is, oh, that isn't what I wanted to do. And let's switch us out. There you go. But I tell you, this thing, I've been more excited about this than most of my Lego purchases this year. That one put a smile on my face.
So this ain't fit on the table.
Boy, that's big.
This is something I've been wanting to buy since last year. And I decided not to Boxing Day last year. And
you passed on it. Did you regret it?
I don't regret it. Last year, did I regret it? I couldn't make up my mind what to get.
I'm an impulse buyer, so generally, if I don't get it right away, I don't really want it.
There's so many options when it comes to these, but I'm looking forward because we're going to get a lot of use out of it here in the next couple of weeks. Oh, God. Oh. A big cardboard run. So.
Oh, okay. So I know the name. Yes. Okay.
It is a sound bar with sub.
Nice. And a sub. Okay, that's good.
And it's Bluetooth. So
It allows you to connect by Bluetooth, or it only works by Bluetooth?
It'll. I read the reviews. It will connect either Bluetooth or It did say an optical cord, or I believe HDMI or USB. So yeah,
Wow.
it connects HDMI too. So, but yeah, it's supposed to work on all brands too. And my LG TV has Bluetooth connectivity in it, so it should.
Nice. You're gonna have a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, so that'll be my job for tomorrow after I clean up, trying to connect it and get it all working. I also bought this, which is a mounting kit.
Okay. So is your TV on the wall, or?
I've got my TV's hanging from a bracket on the wall. So
Wow.
now that, and this will just nicely right underneath the TV.
Oh, that's gonna look good.
It'll look slick.
60th anniversary set for $37. Eileen, which set is that?
Front windows. Big loft. Well, not me. But 60th anniversary set for 37. Oh, is that the? Wasn't that just a little brick pack that they had? Didn't they have 60th anniversary things last year? Or 2 years?
I think so. Geez, I wish Jazz was still around. He could answer that better than me. I'm usually so narrow focused with what I go after.
40290. I'm gonna Google that. Yeah, that's exactly. That was that little. It's a little brick pack.
Oh, that was a nice set.
Yeah. Yeah, because there was a few of them, I think, if I remember right, that were branded 60th.
Yeah, that's a nice set. Now, if they would just re-release all of these,
Yeah.
because every one of them, including that yellow castle, everyone would eat that up.
Oh yeah.
And it's funny, the story of the original Yellow Castle, they didn't want, even back then, they didn't want to pump it out in gray bricks. They were so concerned it was going to be used for military stuff.
No.
But very quickly, they jumped to gray bricks.
Yeah.
It didn't take them long. In fact, they did it within a year, I think, of the first yellow release. I could be wrong by how close it is, but I'm pretty sure when I looked it up, it was only a year and a half, and then they jumped to the gray stuff. But yeah, I tell you, I mean, there's the Explorer, whatever it is, 924, whatever it is. I mean, then you got the Barracuda, I think, or the Queen Mary. I'm not sure which ship.
Cool.
And what's that one on the left? That I don't know. Yeah, I don't know this one here.
So they have that. That was a free item. I thought
this was a gift with purchase.
that was a.
Yeah, 40290.
There was one that was at Walmart's, wasn't there? It was March 60th.
Okay, so they had for theirs, they had a special brick in one or two sets or something that were branded 60 years, and but not this. This set, I'm pretty sure, was a gift with purchase.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Monorail. Chris says monorail. That's probably what I'm screwing up, because I think that's a long train. So he's probably right. Chris for the win. and I got my mouse on the wrong screen. I got too much going on. We need a professional switcher here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Erwin's in the house. He's staying up late. Do I have you on Messenger, Erwin? I should send you a link. I don't know. Because you know I'm a big Facebook guy. No, I don't. Hey, Erwin, send... Yeah, I don't think so either. Why don't you send me a link through, I guess, Instagram? And then I could figure out a way to send a link to you. If you don't mind being on this late. I could even post the link publicly. I'm just, no one could get on stream unless I let them anyway, right? So, whoops. Come on. Norton.
So you got any plans to build anything this weekend, Richard?
I think tomorrow, but I gotta post some. I gotta post at least one video. I keep saying that. One problem is this new setup of mine has screwed up something that used to be very easy for me to do, which was do my videos.
Yeah.
Because now I gotta move the monitor out of the way to shoot this way.
Oh, okay.
And I'm still wrapping my head around that.
With that arm, though, you should be able to just kind of just twist it, turn it out of the way, or no? Easier said than done.
Well, I can. The thing is, I also started zip tying and
the cables.
Yeah, starting to commit some stuff to where it is.
Yeah.
Which of course was a pain when I unhooked the one camera and messed some stuff up. But yeah, because as nice as it is to move stuff, it's also nice to leave it alone.
Yeah.
Because when you swing it, like that's a big beast and it's heavy. My wife is over there and she's building. She's 6 feet away at the kitchen table, building her train station.
Oh, cool.
She has to build all of her Christmas ones before I let her build her new one, the elf house.
She'll be building more than you are.
She is, and she's killing me here. She's definitely blowing me away on this stuff here. And I am messing this up all over the place. But yeah, I mean, she's just flying through this stuff.
Yeah.
And then I had to clear a space above me so that her train is above me right now, and the train station will go up there. So that's actually the first set. We're going to put on a shelf that's not protected by glass in here.
Oh, really?
Yes. Only because was the easiest thing for me to do without clearing space in the other cabinets.
Yeah.
I'm a little lazy. Erwin will join us on our next one. This might be the last new bricks this year. I got no new purchases coming in, and there'll be a lot less next year. But because the theme of next year is, buy less, build more. I want to stick to that. I got a few things I want to grab: the new X-Wing, the new TIE Fighter, and probably the new Mandalorian little set with him and the speeder.
Yeah, I think that'll probably be one thing I pick up too.
But I got a feeling that'll be it for me.
I've got some figs and stuff sitting with Brad.
Oh boy.
He's going to hang on. He's got a couple sets he's hunting down, so if and when he finds sets, then we'll be he'll be sending figs too. So
Yeah. So part 2 of that story about Toys R Us. So I'm walking around, and this is a Toys R Us I do not frequent. Technically, it's Oakville, so fourth city. And they had the loose figures. I generally don't buy loose figures. They pump them out in these waves, 5 or 6 figures in a box. And by the time I see these in a Walmart or a Toys R Us, there's one figure left, the one that no one ever wants, right? And so I've avoided it. It's just like, I don't care about the loose figures. I want the sets. The sets, they generally, Mega Bloks and Constructs, they tend to repeat the figures with maybe slight repaints, or even it's just the same one, period. But they do seem to be slightly different, each one. So there is, I guess, value to collecting each version of the figure. But there's Stinkor. Now, what was cool, though, was and it doesn't smell or anything. Geez, wouldn't that have been something they made him stink? Well, the original figure, the Mattel figure, the original Stinkor, he smelled. He was bad. I don't know if they stayed that way after 30, 40 years, but the original, when you bought it, it was something else. What was nice, though, was
infused with BO.
Yeah, it was infused with whatever. And it wasn't enough to make your eyes water, but enough to let you know something nasty was around. They had in the box basically 3 or 4 complete sets. So I figured, you know what? I'm never going to get an opportunity again to get the complete wave, because I see what happens to these things. These become $20 figures within a month or two of them being released.
Oh, really?
So there's a Teela, and what's funny is I probably got 3 Teelas in the box sets. So there's Evil Lynn. Again, this is only going to be interesting to anyone who had Masters of the Universe or wanted to have it. No, that's another story.
So what do they sell the separate figs as? Like, are they...
I will tell you, because this is like the first time it's not the first time I bought loose figures, of course. I mean, I bought these, a year or 2 back, but let's see. $5.99.
That's not bad.
Yeah, actually, all these figures are $5.99 each. So yeah, not horrible or anything, but
they're more of an action figure too than only $1 more in a minifig.
Well, they're fully articulated these days. They're as articulated as the G.I. Joes you remember when we were kids. And there's Fisto. Let's see this one. And everywhere else, when I saw these boxes, Fisto is the figure that no one wants. Seriously, this one is in every box, and chances are it's the only figure you see left. They get cleaned out. Some people like the ladies. So you get Teela, get Evil Lynn, you pretty much got all the ladies for the set. Stinkor is an interesting one. Now, it's not Scareglow. Scareglow would be a great one to find if I can find it, or if someone can hook me up. That'd be great. It's probably the only loose figure I want is Scareglow, because it glows in the dark. There's a re-release coming. It won't glow. Same figure, though. There's Faker, which is basically E-Man repainted with, actually, it looks like he's got the battle armor, but done in orange instead of silver. I don't know if you remember He-Man with battle armor. You hit it with another figure in the chest, and the chest would roll and show 1 beat-up scar. Hit it again, it would show 2.
Oh, really?
And Skeletor was released the same way. Very popular figures. There was a flaw in the design, though. Eventually, the spring that was inside that allowed that rolling action, because you basically had three surfaces.
Yeah.
Undamaged, and then slightly damaged, then fully damaged. Well, that spring eventually gives way. So it's just like a warehouse door. Eventually just starts spinning like this.
Yeah.
So it's actually hard to find those figures old and used and not completely messed up. So I wasn't looking for these. It's one of those things that once I saw it, that impulse buy, but it's like now I got the whole run. When I start building out the series, I'll eventually open these. Unless I see a reason not to. I mean, half these figures I got in build sets, I think. Tila for sure, Faker for sure, maybe Evil Lyn. These two, no. But I'm not buying any more of the single figures unless I see an opportunity like that to get an entire wave, because it's 5 figures in the wave and I got all 5, so it's like, sweet.
Yeah.
So for me, that's a win. That put a smile on my face too, because that was an unexpected thing. I mean, this one really did it for me. Getting that. And even their box art, I mean, they're knocking it out of the park. Still solid. You know what's funny? Not fancy seals. Looks very close to box tape. Very clean.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Mattel keeps changing the way they do things. Now, that wasn't all I got. So, just like I was saying with the what popped up? Open build repeat. Which one did you have? Stinkor or Scareglow? Anyway, this was from one of the recent series. I think it might be the most recent series for the Halo, where they've got about five to 8 figures. I think it's just 5. And I was tempted to get Halsey because I do like the Halo stuff, but in the end I said, I don't want to be collecting them all. But I do have pretty much all the Master Chiefs. I mean, I pulled that one out earlier, right? Yeah, see? So I figure, you know what? $5, it's there. I'll put it away. It's got a different paint job than any previous, so if I don't want it, someone's going to want it someday.
Yeah.
So I only grabbed the one.
OBR had the damage battle chest.
I tell you, if he still got it, there are people who would love to have it. I don't recommend parting with it, but if he has no interest, when he was a kid. See, for me, it was Star Wars, G.I. Joe. So you had Kenner Star Wars, Hasbro's G.I. Joe, and Transformers. That's Hasbro in North America. And that was it. That's what that's what my dad got me into. Masters of the Universe, not one figure that I have. My brother did. I had none that I recall. My rich neighbor on one street over, his family, they had the local cleaners, and that's what they had. They had, all the video game systems. They had this, they had that, and all the expensive toys. And I considered that an expensive toy because they were more expensive than a Star Wars figure or whatever, because you had a lot more mass to them. They were huge.
I know I had Ghostbusters and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And then after that, when they kind of gone the wayside, it was into like Nintendo and that kind of thing. But yeah, I had a friend in town, and he was Masters of the Universe, big on that, and WWF wrestling figures. And I remember he had the ring and everything like that. It was pretty cool.
So even though we were big wrestling fans and everything, and we went to the shows, what's my wife looking for? A piece. Yeah. You dropped a piece. No, I'm missing it. Wait a second. My wife is stealing from me. Those blue pull drawers now that are at the edge of my desk, she's now looking. You don't know what you're looking for. It's a gray piece. Well, there's a lot of gray over there.
Rummaging.
That's going to take her an hour. And it could be a lot worse. It might be in one of the 3 that are behind me here. Wow. Actually, you know what else? Took me took me 6 weeks to find the castle. That's all my son wanted for Christmas. What you have the Eileen? You have the yellow castle? Wow, that is something else. And then the final thing from Toys R Us, and this is where they get you. The lineup. You're corralled in there to get out now. And they have pretty much all the poly you could ever want.
That Iron Man?
Yeah, so I like Iron Man. You know, I just built those. You know, the Hulkbuster and the other one, War Machine one.
Yeah.
And I figured, you know what? This one looks fitting. It's got the Avengers, you know, was it the Endgame uniform thing? And
Dummy one or whatever you call it.
Iron Man and Dumb E. Oh,
Dummy.
Dummy. Okay. I figured it couldn't hurt. $5, $4.99. My eyes. $4.99. It's rare that I pick up a loose poly bag if it's not Star Wars, but because I will pick up the Star Wars ship builds.
Guess there's a new one coming. There's Imperial Shuttle poly bag coming.
Oh, the He-Man castle she was talking about. Oh boy. Yeah, I tell you, it's funny, you know, that original castle for those original figures, the mouth was too small for the figures to go through the door properly, I think. And if you had two Castle Grayskulls, the originals, no two were alike. They were all hand painted.
Oh, really?
So yeah, I saw a whole actually Netflix has got it. The Toys That Made Us. I'm pretty sure they talk about the whole He-Man thing with Mattel and how it came up and how that cartoon was instrumental in selling those toys and the whole fiasco with Castle Grayskull. Between the mouth not fitting the figures and then the paint jobs on them, because everyone who got one got basically a unique paint job on it, not by a huge variance, but enough that if you looked at two, they were different. But yeah, that's my little Toys R Us haul and my last toy outing this year for sure. So I was pretty happy to pick these up. I'm not even sure if I can switch to another camera proper. I'm going to try and do it live. Do it live! Watch me screw this up now. Nope. That didn't work. And
How many days of work do you have left coming up? Are you taking any time off? I think we lost your audio, Richard. I think we lost your audio, Richard. Yeah, I'm all by my lonesome. I guess I might as well start building again. Well, it's now the Ryan Drummond stream. I'm taking over.
So, well,
There you are.
okay. How's my audio?
Good.
Okay. So, yeah, me switching cameras, that screwed me up good. And I don't even know if I can turn that other camera back on, which is why you've seen from a different angle.
Yeah.
It's like, ah! But you know what? That's good timing. Oh, yeah. It's not liking that at all, is it? All right. So I heard you the whole time. I just couldn't get you to hear me because
Yeah.
that combo of camera and mic, when I was switching the camera, it's like,
Gone. Yeah, everyone in the chat was like, "Oh, you're all by your lonesome."
well, last week actually, I ended up kicking myself off without ending the broadcast. So I had to reconnect in to end the broadcast. It was still going. None of us were on. It was still going. It's like, what? Yeah. Hey, we're learning. So my sister has the old Death Star. I told her I'm stealing it next time I visit her. Oh, well, you know what you do, Erwin? You send the twin. Then you blame the twin.
Oh yeah.
You just got to make sure that everyone sees your video with the twin. Otherwise, they're not going to believe you.
Yeah. I can't wait to get done this set. Put it
That
away.
looks a little better. I switch the sides. I'm so bothered by which way I'm looking, you see. Because if I'm on the other side, I'm looking away.
Yeah.
And it feels rude. Box and all. Wow. Tell you, man, that's a great collectible. If you can get your hands on it.
Yeah.
Blood might need to be shed. It's worth it. It's worth it though. So what you've almost got what? You probably got another 2 hours or 3 hours to finish that.
Let's see how many pages I got. I'm on page 215. And I've got to 260.
Maybe 2 hours.
Yeah, probably.
There's not a lot of detail on the top. You have the cannons. I'm pretty sure the twin cannons are still on that build.
I've got three quarters of the top panels. I got to build the TIE fighter and whatever's topping it. Yeah.
I had a weird offer for that TIE fighter once, but from my build, and it's like, why would you want? I talked to that guy. Why would you want? And he goes, well, he collects all the TIE fighters. I go, well, yeah, so do I. And it's like, I don't really want to give it up. I go, there's only like, 50 or 60 pieces in that build, whatever it is. It's not a lot. I go, you can just bricklink it. I mean,
yeah,
it's not going to be any less authentic. I mean, there's nothing terribly unique to it.
The only thing would be the front dish piece that and everything else is probably has all the parts in your collection.
Yeah. And I don't think it's common in any other set either. So, but I don't think it's a terribly expensive one. It's not like the windscreen for Vader's TIE Fighter. That is just, we looked that up, I think, last time. That is just a ridiculous part.
Isn't it like $150 for that piece or something?
Yeah, and the black piece that goes behind it, it's solid gray or whatever, and that's not cheap either. And that was, I think, a one-off part as well. They made it for the one set. And
you know what's really expensive is the Darth Maul bust. There's those quarter panel pieces for what it sits on. They're black.
Right.
I'd have to look them up again. They are ridiculously expensive. I ended up buying them in white for $1 a piece, and I spray painted them black. And they look just ducky fine sitting on display. You'd never know it.
My wife was looking for, the other day, a 1x1 clip, but it's the so 1x1 plate with the clip, and it's the thicker style clip with kind of the straight angles to it. You would think I'd have a lot of them in white. Could not find any in white. found in black, found in gray, found in dark gray. And then I found a 1x2 gray, again, not white, although I think I have it in white. And I was going to take my snips and very carefully cut that into a 1x1 with a clip, because it would have served mostly the same purpose. But it turns out it was a very visible piece.
Oh, yeah.
Where it was going, you'd see it. So without, spending a lot of time to look further for this one piece she needed, I grabbed her piece, grabbed the crazy glue, grabbed the tweezers, re-glued the clip, let it sit for 10 minutes, prayed, put it together. If you know what to look for, you'd see it. But if you don't know, you'd never see what I did. And eventually I'll get some more parts and replace it, or I'll find mine. I must have some. You got to believe I would have some floating around.
Somewhere.
I mean, I went through my spares, my bin of spares, and it's not in there, but I may yet have some. But yeah, I'm not beyond. Actually, I was asking my daughter, do you have a white marker? And she was asking me why, because I'll take the black ones. I'll turn them white, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's something we should find. Hey, wifey, we got to get her a white marker. Her.
You've probably got white paint markers at work. You just have to bring one home.
I used to have grease markers because I used to write on black pallet wrap all the time.
Oh,
And when I was on the Rogers account, we do liquidation skids. And when we send them securely around the world, we black pallet wrap it, which is funny because all that is a target for someone. Oh, there must be something valuable in that.
Yeah.
So they'll go for the black wrap skids instead of the clear.
Yeah.
Because you want something not messed with. You make it clear, put it in generic boxes. No one thinks twice about it. You black wrap something, they're going for the black wrap skid every time. But what I would do is I would take the black wrap and I would take the grease marker and I would write unique markings on it that I know that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
And and of course, on my loading docks, I got 3, 4, 5 cameras at all times. So you can see the skid perfectly wrapped, and I'm pressing the plastic so it's smooth. So if you were to even disturb it a little, it's going to disturb my writing.
Yeah.
And I'm making sure I'm writing across the seams and stuff. So if you rip that pallet wrap off, you can rewrap it. It's not going to have my markings. It's going to be very obvious it's been tampered with.
Yeah.
And sure enough, a skid of mine went from East York all the way out to BC. And this is in 2009. And ATS Courier, I shouldn't mention the name, but oops. It shows leaving my dock okay on their truck. And then our video shows it arriving across country 3 days later. And the skids were all ripped through the top and everything. And you could see how all my writing had been completely messed up.
Yeah.
And then they went the next step of they took 2 different documents because we had done a lot of business with them. They took 2 different documents and put the top and bottom in such a way that they were basically forging a document. Oh boy, did our company not like that and our customer not like that. So yeah, needless to say, we stopped doing a lot of business with that courier. And who knows, maybe they handed it off to someone else and then picked it back up on the other end, whatever, don't care. They were entrusted with, skids of very high value.
Well, yeah.
And what was funny was, as high value as you think it was only like cheap cell phone cases and stuff. Maybe they thought it was cell phones because of where it was coming from, because I'm sure the paperwork, I didn't make out the paperwork on that load, but I'm sure it said coming from Rogers, Cell, whatever. And yeah, I mean, what were they getting in, like garbage cell phone cases that were old and discontinued? And this was stuff that was leaving our market and going to like South Africa and other countries, because that was the deal with putting it up for auction, was anyone buying it had to take it out of our market. Yeah. You couldn't buy it and compete with us. So everyone had to be vetted. And I mean, I'm sure some of it slips into our market. I know I saw stuff, but yeah, I tell you, I don't understand why people steal.
That'd be like right now if somebody was trying to sell like iPhone 4 cases or Galaxy.
Yeah, and this is what it was. I mean, stuff that had been sitting in stock for 2 or 3 or 4 years, it's clearly not moving. When
Yeah.
it's moving at less than one piece a month, we call it garbage stock. And it's like, yep, put it on the liquidation list. It's not moving fast enough to occupy space because, you know, the retail business, same thing. This is not worth occupying space on a shelf, one piece.
Yeah.
So we say it's gone, dead, and we liquidate it out. And people wonder why, you see the clearances. Walmart can't dedicate shelf space for one set, for 2 extra weeks. Not worth it. Clear it out, half price or less. Hey, 9 cents, on the odd time.
Yeah.
And yeah, gotta make space because especially Walmart, got a continuous intake, and they have to take it when they're told to take it. They can't say not this week. It's not like my warehouse where sometimes I can say hold off for a day or two with the trailers. The stores, they got to take it. When that trailer shows up, they can't say no.
Yeah.
They got 2, 3, 4 docks tops. They can't let it sit in the door. It's got to get offloaded. It's got to go on a shelf, and they got 1 day to put it on the shelf. A lot of pressure for those sales associates.
I'm surprised they don't run night shifts. To stock.
Most of the stores do. But what they'll do is, at least in the GTA, they'll bring the skids out towards the end of the shift. And a lot of them are not allowed in the back after hours. You're on the floor to the end of your shift, basically, that kind of thing. Yeah. It's pretty common in a lot of the stores in the area. It's one way to, control stock and theft issues and whatnot. Because like anyone who's ever worked overnight, things happen. Yeah.
I know Canadian Tire, like they've always done night shifts for stocking, and they still do to this day. Because actually, I know the guy that he's been the night shift manager for over 20 years. When I was in college, I worked Canadian Tire, and he was there. But they never stock shelves during the day. Typically, it's always they do it all through the night.
Well, Costco, they're exclusive. Chris has left us. I just noticed that. Have a good one, Chris. But yeah, they'll bring in a shift pretty much overnight. Other than like milk, potatoes, a handful of staples, they'll inbound it. They'll receive some trucks up to in the morning. Hostess potato chips, a handful of items, bread. They'll inbound it into Costco's, but it won't go out into the racks because they're not going to close down a rack usually. Those lanes in Costco, they'll never shut them down. So they do that all after hours. So yeah, they got pretty much that same scheme as Canadian Tire. Seems to work for them. They've been doing it since the Price Club days. So
yeah,
and people are willing to work the shift. And I know as an operator, that's great to not have to deal with, any extra people. You don't want anyone near your machine, and you don't have to use a spotter to block off a lane like Home Depot. You go to Home Depot, and if they got to get something, they'll bring their reach machines out or their OPs or overhead pickers, and they got to block off each lane 40 feet away. Hey, safety first, I get it. But that's if I had to work with that, I'd never get anything done. But I'm glad they considered it safety. I mean, no one wants it. No one wants a bad thing to happen.
Well, I think I'm gonna have to call it a night. I know I still got one boy. He's playing his Switch out there, and he better hit the.
he's getting away with murder right now.
Yeah,
because Daddy's been busy.
Yeah.
All right, you have a good one.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you tomorrow. Thanks for everyone who's stuck around with us through thick and thin. And we're done. Shazam. And I still got to end it. I almost forgot to end it. I almost exited without ending. Take it easy, Eileen, Chris, Erwin, and maybe we'll see you all tomorrow. Peace.